The fight over Google's power has reached a crucial moment. Back in 2020, U.S. regulators accused the company of crushing competition online. Billions were spent to make Google the default engine on iPhones, Android devices, and browsers like Safari and Firefox. The government wanted sweeping penalties, including forcing Google to sell Chrome. That demand, however, was rejected, but Google must now share search data with rivals, stop making exclusive deals, and face years of oversight. With artificial intelligence transforming the way people search, this could decide the balance of power in big tech. Our final report lays it all out.
Google has avoided the harshest penalty in a landmark antitrust case, but the company now faces tough restrictions on how it runs its search empire. The ruling stops short of forcing Google to sell off its Chrome browser, but it demands sweeping changes that could reshape online search in the years to come. The case began in 2020 when the U.S. Justice Department accused Google of abusing its dominance in search. Regulators said the company paid billions each year to device makers like Apple and Samsung, as well as browser companies like Mozilla, to make Google the default search engine. In 2021 alone, those contracts cost Google $26.3 billion. Prosecutors argued the deals locked rivals out and created an illegal monopoly. Then in 2024, a U.S. court agreed, ruling that Google's business practices violated antitrust law. And the latest decision focused on what the punishment should be. The government asked for extreme remedies, including a ban on default search contracts and even a forced sell-off of Chrome. But the judge refused, saying a divestiture would be messy and highly risky.
After 2 complete trials, this court cannot find that Google's market dominance is sufficiently attributable to its illegal conduct to justify divestiture.
Instead, the ruling now imposes softer, but still significant restrictions. Google can no longer sign exclusive deals that shut rivals out of iPhones, Android devices, or browsers. It may still pay for top billing, but competitors must also be given room to compete. In addition, Google must share parts of its search index, the vast database of web pages behind its results, with qualified competitors. The order also addresses artificial intelligence, a fast-changing space where Google is trying to stay ahead of rivals like OpenAI and Anthropic. The company is barred from forcing device makers to bundle its AI apps in exchange for lucrative payments. It also cannot cut exclusive AI deals that freeze out competition. For the next 6 years, a technical committee will monitor whether Google complies. Critics say the penalties do not go far enough. DuckDuckGo CEO Gabriel Weinberg dismissed the data-sharing requirement as a nothing burger, arguing that Google can still use its monopoly power to hold back rivals. Advocacy groups compared the ruling to letting a bank robber keep the loot. You don't find someone guilty of robbing a bank and then sentence him to writing a thank you note for the loot. Similarly, you don't find Google liable for monopolization and then write a remedy that lets it protect its monopoly. Google, however, claimed the decision avoided dangerous overreach. CEO Sundar Pichai argued that the U.S. government's original proposals, especially the idea of selling Chrome, were so far-reaching, so extraordinary, that they would harm innovation and unfairly benefit competitors. The company welcomed the judge's refusal to order a breakup, though it said it is still reviewing the details of the ruling.
Today's decision recognizes how much the industry has changed through the advent of AI, which is giving people so many more ways to find information. We have concerns about how these requirements will impact our users and their privacy, and we're reviewing the decision closely.
But the fight is far from over. The Justice Department is considering an appeal, and Google itself plans to challenge parts of the order. In fact, another antitrust trial targeting Google's online advertising business is also underway. Meta, Amazon, and Apple face similar lawsuits, making this a critical moment for big tech as a whole. For now, Google keeps Chrome and billions in contracts. But the walls around its search monopoly have been weakened, and with AI reshaping the internet, the company's future dominance is far less certain than before.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktoren,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karj mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.